The water delivery man was born with X-ray vision. With one glance, he saw that the little girl's finger was broken. If not treated immediately, it would become necrotic. So he snatched the boy's popsicle and used it to splint the girl's finger. Then he took off the girl's rubber band to make a simple fixation. He jokingly asked the girl for treatment fees. Just then, the girl's father arrived. Before leaving, the man urged them to go to the hospital for a checkup. Later, they went to the hospital. When the doctor saw the splint on her finger, he was completely shocked. He said the splinting was very standard, and if it had been a little later, the finger might have become necrotic. Then the doctor told them to get a CT scan. But around the corner, the girl heard a familiar voice again. It was the man who had helped her earlier. The girl's father was about to thank him, when suddenly he started coughing violently. The man realized something was wrong, and immediately pressed his hand against the man's chest. This strange action made the girl's father alert. The man had to advise him to seek treatment soon. Before long, the father began to have difficulty breathing. At the same time, a major traffic accident occurred on the highway. The hospital was crowded with injured people. The girl was very worried seeing her father's condition. She hurried to ask the doctors for help, but the doctors were busy treating the injured, and no one paid attention to her. With no other choice, she could only scream loudly. But when they saw she was just a little girl, the doctors went back to their work. The man watched all this silently. The girl looked so desperate. Soon, her father went into shock. The man just touched his chest and confirmed it was a heart problem. But the doctors were still busy, and no one could perform surgery on him. Looking at the anxious nurse, the girl made a difficult decision. She took out her last yuan and asked the water delivery man to operate on her father. Looking at the sobbing little girl, the man made up his mind. No matter the consequences, he would do his best to save her father. Then he put on a surgical gown and sneaked into the operating room. Before anyone could react, the surgery began. He cut open the patient's abdomen, and not a drop of blood flowed out. The doctors around were all shocked. With his superb medical skills, the girl's father was successfully out of danger. After the incident, the doctors realized that he was not the chief surgeon. When they tried to verify the man's identity, he had already quietly left the hospital.
Rachel Zegler admitted she was so scared of the original Snow White, she only watched it once. And she's also publicly criticized the original film's romantic elements, saying the prince's actions were stalking.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird.
And the storyline was dated. This has led to many people online claiming that she does not understand the source material.